Hey there, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Mo right here, and in this video I'd like to share with you what my trading is going to be like for the second week of April 2024. This is going to be the second episode in a docu-series of me documenting my journey as a forex trader trying to get funded with a prop from $0 in funding to 100k in funded working capital. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so today is Monday and this is like the third week on the funded phase of the 5k accounts that I've been trading. So I would like to share with you what my trading has been like for today. For today, I took a trade on Euro USD and it was a loss. So the trade I risked 0.5%. Basically on my funded phase and on my challenge phase, I risk base of 0.5% risk. The only reason that's going to make me come back to 0.25% is if it is a funded phase account and if I'm down by 4% on the account. So on this account currently, I'm currently at just about break even. So we still have like 4% plus to even consider cutting my risk by half. So from the last 2 weeks of trading, I actually made profit of about over 2%, but I lose the profits back based on last week's trading, which was a bit poor. So last week I was down by 1.5%. So let me show that. So this is the three trades I took last week from GBP USD, USD card, and the second USD card, which was a buy. So that was the trade I took last week. And for today, this was the trade I took today on Euro USD for a sell with a risk of 0.5%. So this is the balance currently, so break even. I mean, just about $15 on the starting balance. So that's what we have currently for 5k accounts. For the 10k account, which is currently as phase 2, so currently it is at a drawdown of 0.4%, so $9,963.94. So this is it. So that's what we have on this account. So today's trading, basically what I saw today, I made a screen record of the setup before I actually took the setup. So I would be adding the setup to the videos for maybe if anyone wants to know why I entered the trade for a sale. Starting out today, I would like to actually see price take out Friday's high. This high is actually really clean. You can potentially see this inverted fair value gap of 50 minutes be our resistance level for price to actually continue lower. In GBP USD, I would like to actually see sales, but the delivery is not so clean as it is currently. this swing in price actually broke this low, I would actually prefer that better, and the whole setup of another block being much cleaner. I would have actually execute on this, maybe this selling impulse that is coming in, maybe that's the entry. But I'll show you what I saw on Euro USD that made me choose that over GBP USD. Alright, so on Euro USD, we have this low from Friday, which is a low similar to that on GBP USD. And this area got tagged, we got a break of structure of this Asian range low, so we can potentially just see price react off of this level, this other block right here, and we can see movement to the downside. There are days when I literally take like 2-3 trades, and some days I even add more to those trades in terms of like me scaling into my winners. But for today, it's just a really calm vibe, so that's just what we have for today, which is Monday. Alright, so it's Tuesday already, and today is almost always the cleanest day for me during the week. And I'm currently in like 2 trades. A trade on AUD/USD and a trade on USD card. And the trade on USD card is basically a sell, and the trade on AUD/USD is a buy. So the AUD/USD trade just ETP, and I sent in the trade idea on my Telegram channel, which the link will be in the description. So I'll basically manage the trade right now, and I will make a screen record to actually put on the video when I'm done with that. Alright, so this is the profit we're running in right now. So on the 5k funded account, so this is what we have right now on 5k funded account. So let me manage the trade. Alright, so I would like to see how this candle currently is going to close, and we have 7 minutes more for it to close. So hopefully it's close bullish, and I would actually trail my stop loss to the low of that candle. So basically the way I manage my trade is I don't actually take my profit at the take profit I set initially, though there's tendency for me to actually lose some profit, and there's tendency for me to make way more also. but it's always a really good one if I make way more, maybe 2 more hour, 3 more hour on my trades. So currently, um price has already hit the base target. I call it base target. So how I manage this is basically to trade my stop loss on the basis of me trading the stocks on the strength candle basis. So just to like ride the momentum of the execution or what is currently floating. So yeah, that's what we have for AUDUSD. And on USD card, so I have a sell on USD card. This is what it is like. So I shared it on my Telegram channel. This is what the setup is like. So I'm making a screen record basically so you can be able to see it. I'll just put it on the screen. This is what the setup is like for a USD card, and it is a self idea for New York Open execution. Alright, so I started today trying to like capitalize more on the strength we saw on Euro USD based on the sell I took yesterday, and I actually got wrecked on the sell I took yesterday. So I was looking to ride the strength more, but on Euro USD there was no setup for me this morning, and on GBP USD, which was what I actually look at first, if anything, the setup wasn't so clean also today. But the low I had marked out actually got tagged as like a total sweep entry, so that was what it gave. And on AUD USD, the buy setup was a bit decent, so I actually did a screen record of what I saw before I took the buy, so I will be adding it onto the video. To start off today, I would like to see more buys on XXX USD pairs. Yesterday we actually took a loss on Euro USD, and I would like to see the push that started yesterday to continue. My thought on price yesterday was basically that price would actually sell first to form the low of the week before we actually see buys to tag the buy side liquidity that was major liquidity. So for today, I would like to see AUD USD. This is the only setup I'm seeing currently. So my entry is going to be at this other block right here. I will see price already took a stop point. If we do not look at the wicks, price already broke structure here. My stop loss initially is 8 pips, and I got a better entry, so my stop loss ended up being 7.6 pips. So I really just made an execution error a few minutes ago. I was going to open a buy on AUDSD, but I ended up opening a sell and I closed it immediately. But there's a rule on the 5K accounts for this profile provider. They were like, if you open a trade that is less than 2 minutes, I guess they will reset the account or something. So I'm not sure how that will go still, but we'll see. So here's what we have on USD card. I just got stopped out for a break even, and the profit was just really small, but it was able to cover up for the commissions on the trade. Today is Thursday, and yesterday, which is Wednesday, I was unable to make any form of recording due to the Eid Mubarak celebration. I had my cousins around and there was a bit of a noise, so it was going to disturb the video quality, so I decided to just pass on yesterday's recording and do the two together today. Yesterday I had a buy idea on DXY and USD card and a sell idea on XXX USD pairs. So the sell idea actually came from the analysis I did the night before, and it actually was still valid when I woke up in the morning to do my morning analysis. On USD card, the buys actually delivered flawlessly, and it was given velocity by the CPI news we had yesterday, and there was also card interest rates news we had yesterday, so that actually helped the trade. But I didn't participate in the buys due to me being unsure of the conditions we have in place. So I had my setup marked out on USD card in the morning for buys, but price was having a hard time tagging me into my entry, so I decided to just close off the limit order since I have like the CPI news coming in less than 30 minutes to my entry. For me, I really don't like to take entries 30 minutes to an hour before a notorious news event like CPI, FOMC statements, and all others like NFP. So what I did basically was just to close out on the USD card buys and sit out to see how price actually pan out. So what happened on USD card, I had been on the opposite side of the move, I would have guessed slipped by maybe 3 times, 4 times, or even 5 times, and that would be based on the type of broker or the platform it is on. I made a recording of the USD card buy analysis when I still believe it was still high probability, so I would actually add that to the video if anybody wants to know how I got the trade idea for the buys on USD card yesterday. Alright, to start off today, I would like to see buys on USD card, and this is the only clean setup I'm seeing currently. So from yesterday, I actually shorted yesterday and I got stopped out at break even. So we got a market structure shift, and this eye right here is actually really clean for our drawn liquidity today. So what I'm expecting is basically like price to actually reach for this rejection block here, this rejection block right here. So that's what we have right here, and the week right here is going to be more or less like the old rejection block on higher time frame, maybe like 30 minutes. So that's what I'm looking at. But the entry is actually framed with this consecutive bearish order block we have here from the open of this candle to the close of this candle. So the equilibrium of the consecutive order blocks, that's what I'm using for my entry point. So that's what I'm looking at today for buys. Another pair that is a bit clean to me is actually AUD USD, and I would like to see price break this low right here, and we can potentially see price reach back for another block for continuation to the downside to take this drawn liquidity we created from yesterday's trading. So London's low from yesterday. So that's what I'm looking at for today. So for the other pairs, I had analysis on yesterday on all these XXX USD pairs. They actually didn't deliver the way I would like them to do. So more or less, it was only USD card that delivered flawlessly the way I would like it to deliver based on my analysis. So other ones didn't conform to my analysis in terms of like how I want the entry to get delivered and me entering. So I just had to close out and sit out for the Eid Mubarak holiday. Today, which is Thursday, I had ideas on XXX USD pairs to continue the sales that started yesterday and actually buy more on USD card. On AUD USD, I actually got my short entry how I wanted it to deliver, and I just got stopped out for 0.5% risk. So I'll be opening on my phone now to show you how the setups actually look like, and I'll be adding a video that explains what I saw in the morning when I wanted to execute on this trade or place the limit order that I had on. So let's get straight into that. Let me just hop on trading view and we'll see. So what we have for today, basically on DXY, I was looking for price to actually reach for this level right here, and we can potentially see buys. And on GBP I was looking for sales off of this level, so you can see the entry actually got missed by a few pips initially. So I closed out on my limit order. For the PPI news I have today, it is not really having any form of solid effect on the market, but it is still moving the market in terms of like actually invalidating my trade idea, you know. So on USD card, I was looking for buys actually to take out these lows. Based on London Open, we could potentially see this low get read, and we can see a push to the upside to reach for this 4 hour favor, this eye right here, to reach for this old eye right here. On Euro USD, entry actually got missed. I was looking for price to tag this eye right here and trade into this bearish order block. But the trades are actually invalid now because it is not delivering the way I want it to be, and I'm actually done for the week, but I will go into that later. For AUD USD, this was the entry right here, and it already got invalidated. I really just like price to just hit my stop loss or TP really. Had it been price actually happened to be bearish and we already reached here, I actually won't get stopped that. So if that happens later on, just don't be surprised. I'm able to hold on to trades like that because these are hold to my stop loss or to my TP. What we have on AUD USD, not surprising, anything can happen in the market. That's what we have basically. So this is the loss I took on AUD USD today, and this is the sell limit I had on GBP USD for 0.5% risk on each one. So the GBP USD trade right here got missed, and it's already invalidated my idea based on how I want price to actually deliver and what time I want the entry to come in, or what extent do I want price to actually move away from my entry before I can consider it invalid. So that was actually reached, and I dropped it on my Telegram channel as a missed trade right here. So you can see what we have right here. So a missed trade. So stop loss hit for AUD USD. And yesterday I actually did a review of the delivery from yesterday and how the analysis I did the night prior actually deliver in alignment to what we had on price yesterday. So if you would like to join the Telegram channel, check the link in the description. I'll drop the link there so you can join us and we can be able to like rub minds and I'll just share my trade ideas. If you're able to make something out of it, good. If you're not, all the best. I'm done trading for today and I'm done trading for the week also. I would like to share with you what the weekly P&L looks like. And this is what we have right here. Alright, so on Monday we had a loss on Euro USD for 0.5%. And on Tuesday we had a win on AUD USD for 2% off of 0.5% risk. So basically I was able to make 4R on Tuesday. And today we had a loss on AUD USD for 0.5% risk. Basically, I'm able to end the week with $52. So let me just say $50. And we are up $92 from the starting balance of the 5K funded account. So what I would like to say currently now is that this week was really an efficient one for me in terms of like taking the right decisions to actually execute my trading system flawlessly. It doesn't matter the amount I'm able to make, even if it is $1,000 or even if it is $100, even if it is $10,000. What matters is being able to execute one's trading system efficiently and be able to do it repeatedly. So that was what happened this week, and I'm really grateful for this week actually. For tomorrow, I'll be showing up for trading tomorrow, but I will not be making any form of recording really because I don't want the video to be too long. And me actually trying to execute tomorrow is going to be more or less a low probability condition based on what I trade. So I would continue trading next week, and the first payout is going to be by the weekend of next week. So there's no really need to push any form of low probability trade, like I said earlier. If you would like to join my free Telegram channel where I share my trade ideas and insights about the markets on a daily basis, I will drop the link in the description. Please drop a like to help the video and subscribe to the channel to see subsequent videos in the series of me trying to get funded with a prop from $0 in funding to $100K in funded working capital. Thank you. Bye bye.